yesterday?
So today we have been nursing a little boy back to health. He has not been feeling good. Popped a fever yesterday and was feverish all night. And today I'm not quite sure what it is. And so I've been treating it for a couple different things just to try to cover a number of different scenarios because I'm not exactly sure what's causing the fever, if it's a virus, if it's bacterial. Nothing apparent has presented itself. We haven't had any colds or sicknesses or congestion or anything like that would lead to an ear infection, which is a typical source of fever for kids. But so I'm just trying to cover the bases, and I was just going to share with you some of the things that I'm doing to help recover at home from an unknown illness. One of the things that I don't do is give medicine right away or fever reducers, because we know that the fever is a sign the body is trying to kill whatever virus or bacteria are making it sick. And so we want the fever to do the work, but we also don't want it to get too high. So I kind of have a little bit of a guideline. If it's not over 102.5 and there's not any other signs of like dehydration or there's no vomiting or unable to keep things down or other issues, then I just kind of let the fever go and try to make him as comfortable as possible.
Today, Lemmings. Well, let's not get too comfortable.
First of all, illnesses require lots of rest, lots of fluids. So I have him set up in my room watching a movie on a computer. He's been sleeping on and off today, so sleep is good. Just trying to make him as comfortable as possible and trying to get him to drink lots of water. And when he'll let me, I will put a cool rag on his forehead or the back of his neck just to help with the fever. Over here near my oils stash are a couple of things that I've been using. One of these is a spray bottle that has water in it, and then I put 15 drops of peppermint and 15 of lavender, and then also about 10 of frankincense. And I think there's like a 16-ounce bottle, so that's fairly diluted. But what I do with this is spray this, which is not always pleasant because it is kind of cold, but I'll spray this kind of under the arms, on the back, around the neck, and maybe even just spray some in my hand and rub it around his head, and that way it helps to bring his core body temperature down a little bit or just ease some of that heat. And then he also has a roller that is more just like a general immune roller that I have put 10 drops of various oils in, so oregano, On Guard, Protective Blend, lavender, frankincense, and melaleuca, and then I topped it off with fractionated coconut oil, which I've showed you before. And I'm taking that roller and I'm rubbing it all around like his ear bone, just in case there's an ear thing going on that I don't know about, and kind of down the sides of his neck near his lymph nodes and things. So around both ear bones, the back of his neck and his spine, to really try to boost his immune system as his cells are being made. And I do that probably hourly, unless he's sleeping, maybe every 1 to 2 hours, just trying to keep that in his system.
Baby llama goes to sleep.
How we get him to drink water. For every page she read, he had to take a drink.
All right, buddy, take one more drink.
Good job.
Oh.
Also, a couple days ago, he was complaining about his tummy hurting a little bit, and I thought maybe he might have had some constipation or something like that going on. And so I did use some very diluted digestin oil. So I just put some coconut oil in my hand and then put a drop of this in and just kind of rubbed that all over his tummy area, just in case there might have been something digestive contributing to what's going on. Now this was before the fever, so with his tummy hurting, hurting. And then yesterday, once he complained about his back hurting. And those two things could be symptomatic of like a urinary tract infection or bladder issue or kidney issue going on. And so with the fever now, just to try to cover that base in case there is a UTI, which is rarer for men to get, for boys to get, but it still can happen. So I'm using 2 oils for that. Juniper berry right here and lemongrass are known just to help with, urinary health. And so I'll do kind of the same thing of putting some fractionated coconut oil just in my hand and putting a drop of juniper berry and a drop of lemongrass and then rubbing that over his bladder area and his back where his kidneys are. So I'm just trying to cover that in case that is something that is going on. And then, of course, trying to pump as much fluids in him as well. We do extra, vitamin C, which will help the body with immune system and even with urinary tract health. And I'm trying to figure out a way for him to get some more cranberry in. I know he probably wouldn't like the juice, just a straight up juice, but cranberry is also good for urinary health. And I have cranberry like pills, but he can't really swallow pills. So I'm trying to figure out maybe I can, get the powder somehow in applesauce or something and get him to take that. So that is next on my list of things to do.
So we
Max, where are we?
at the doctor neck.
Yeah, at the doctor's office. Did the doctor see you? Did she listen to your heart?
What it is? Paper.
I don't know. Buddy, are you feeling bad?
I am feeling bad.
Aww.
Let's take this home.
Did you get a Spider-Man sticker?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Let's take this home.
Chase them away, chase them away. I'm afraid.
What are you watching, Jay?
Dumbo.
While you're doing your math?
Go, 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 go. Go.
Hey Max, what are you doing over here? Did you ask to hold my hand?
No, not over here.
He asked to hold my hand while I'm sitting here doing Shia's math with her.
No,
He's so cute.
no.
Yeah.